So let's go with that Verilog code of multiplexer 4:1. So as already we are having the previous experiment file, that is decoded 2_4. Right now here we are creating the new file for experiment number 5. So right click here, you are getting a new source, click on Verilog model, give here the name, file name, that is multiplexer 4_1. Next, how many of inputs? As we have seen here, there are the 4 inputs and 2 selectors, so total of 6 inputs, but the variable name is same, only the entity change. So you can consider one input with the range is 3 down to 0. Here the second input S with the range is 1 down to 0. So we are providing here the input I and the range is 3 down to 0. Second input is S, the input range is 1 down to 0. And the third one is Y, that is the output, very single output. So go for next, finish. So by default it generate models and models. So the model name multiplexer 4_1, and these are the code declaration and definitions. Right now here we are writing in sequential way, that is known as your behavioral way. So for behavioral way we have to use a 2 procedure block. Out of that, the first one is always and second one is initial, which is already we have seen in test bench. So for design perspective we use that always. Now always at the rate, here we have to write sensitivity list. Sensitivity list, understand, if any change on this particular variable which is given here, that is I comma s, then this always block will execute, else it is not. So either you can write here the list of inputs, or you can simply take another star, that is R strict. So it is considered as all inputs. Whenever any change on any one of input, this always block will be executed. It can be start with that begin and end for multiple statements. But if you are using a single statement, there is a no need. So we are writing using the case statement. So let's take the case of what? So we are checking the case of semicolons. Now take a note that if you use that capital alphabets, you have to use the same. If you are using that lowercase, you have to use the same. So what the first case of select line is 0 0. So we just write as 2 tick b, that is the total number of digits are 2, the base is binary 2 tick b, and the actual number is 0. So what your output should be? Your output should be I of 0. If this case is not there, so the second case we have to check it. Just I take care of the copy and after that I will change. So second case is 2 tick b0. What my output is? I of 1. Then 1 0. What my output is? I of 2. 1 1. What is the expected output is? I of 3. And if all these 4 conditions or 4 cases are not satisfied, we have to write the default. Then output should be, your output should be 1 tick b0. Then case, there is a in case, and then always as case is single statement, so there is no need of the begin and end for always. The program is over.